Hello, Andrew here from the Institute of Positive Education with another one of our daily mindfulness sessions. This session is designed for adults and for older students. Today we're going to be looking at being curious about our emotions. We learned yesterday about when we're being mindful, one of the attitudes to bring to mindfulness that's really helpful is to be curious. And we were curious about our thinking, just noticing what's there and what's going on with our thinking. But our thoughts aren't the only thing that's happening. We have emotions happening all the time. They're very brief. They don't last very long, despite what we may think. And they happen in our body as well. There's a sensation that goes along with those emotions. And by being mindful and by being curious, perhaps we can bring some attention to whatever it is we're feeling at this moment, or any moment that we choose to be mindful. Being curious of our feelings, being curious of our emotions is associated with what's called emotional intelligence. Being able to identify emotions, what's going on, either labeling them, which we're not going to be doing today, but just to notice what a feeling is and how that is in the body. And emotional intelligence, the more we're able to be curious of our emotions and to notice and articulate our emotions, the higher our well-being is going to be. So it's another benefit of mindfulness and bringing that attitude of curiosity to help us understand a little bit more, become more aware of what we're feeling and what's going on for us, all the information that our body is telling us. So we're going to just do a brief practice here for a couple of minutes, just a few mindful moments by being curious of our feelings and finding where they are in the body. Okay, so we're going to use a body scan and I'm going to just guide you through that as well. So find yourself a comfortable position. Lying down, sitting, remember being relaxed, but not tense at all, but alert. And taking your hands and placing one of them on your chest and one of them on your belly, just to start with. Putting your hand near your heart. Kind of associate that that's where emotions come from. Closing your eyes down when you feel comfortable to do that. And taking a couple of breaths just to drop down and be present. Be present with this moment. To be present with yourself. Just for a couple of minutes to put down whatever it is you've been doing. And practice some curiosity. Introduce yourself to yourself. Take a few deep breaths, noticing the movement of your body against your hands. And I invite you just to take a short while to scan through your body and notice, what are you feeling right now? Not what are you thinking, but what are you feeling? What emotion is going on for you right now? Don't worry too much about labeling it, but look to find the sensation in your body, wherever it is. Could be a pleasant feeling, could be an unpleasant feeling, could be comfortable, could be uncomfortable. Doesn't matter. Remember, it's all information, it's just emotions, it's just what's going on for us right now. So just invite you to scan through your body and find a sensation. And then once you've found what it is you're feeling at this moment, we're always feeling something. And especially when we pay attention, we notice. If you've managed to find a sensation, a feeling, then just be curious about that. What temperature is that feeling in your body? Could you describe the temperature? Is it hot or cold? What texture is that feeling? Is it rough or is it smooth? What size does that feeling occupy in your body? Is it really small, or is it like fill that part of your body up? Is it sharp or is it smooth and round? Has it got any energy or movement to it? And what about the density? Is it dense like rock, or is it really fluffy and light like clouds, or somewhere in between? Remember, we're just practicing being curious about the feeling that we're feeling, the emotion that's going on for us right now or at any time. Okay, taking just a couple more deep calming breaths. Opening your eyes, bringing your attention back into the room. When we're able to be curious about our feelings, about our emotions, gaining perhaps a greater understanding of what's going on, especially at this time when things are uncertain and we're feeling all kinds of emotions that we perhaps haven't felt in a while. Just an invitation to take a few mindful moments to just be with how you're feeling. The more you're able to be curious, to be aware of what you're feeling, gaining a greater capacity to handle those emotions, to just be with those emotions, and maybe just to listen to what's going on so you can respond rather than being pulled around by those emotions. Being an observer of the emotions, being curious and noticing how they change and shift and maybe what it's trying to tell you. So mindfulness can be hugely impactful for having greater emotional intelligence because of the awareness that it brings, and the curiosity that you bring can help you to understand yourself a little bit better. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next week. Please do get in touch if you have any comments, feedback or suggestions. And if there's any other topics you'd like us to cover in videos like this, we'd love to hear from you.